Welcome to the adventures of tiny little boy Pope Zhaozhong, the second, the first. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. I'm going to be honest with you. We were playing as, of course, Brandamina the second before she got renamed about 3 times. She died randomly in a duel against a random Chinese fella, specifically this random Chinese fella with his 41 personal combat. She was a demigod, by the way. She's Thor's, as in that Thor God of Thunder. She's Thor's granddaughter. Her mother is a pure-blooded god, and she gets smashed by some random dude. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. We're a 14-year-old boy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead until we're about 16 or so that we can actually start sort of tidying up the realm. We released a lot of angel states yesterday, which means we can go ahead and subjugate those guys, get them back under the Empire, and actually we're not too far away from Rome. I mean, if you look at the amount of land we've got right now, it's, what is it, Northern Africa, some of Iberia, we've got to grab Italy, of which we have a fair amount anyway. We're very, very close. Closer than you might think. Oh, where's the option to restore Rome? Oh, I think we have to be an angel, don't we, if we want to make the angelic, the Roman, the angelic Roman Empire or whatever. Which, of course, we're not right now, because we are just a tiny boy. So I'm gonna go ahead here, and we'll see what pops up. The Knights Templar are recruiting scholars for the Order, and it's a picture of Archangel Baguette. Does that mean that he's now head of the Knights Templar? Oh my god, look at him. Your grandfather? Oh my god, he is! My god, this character comes from some pretty fucking ridiculous stock. So on our father's side, we're a descendant of Tengri, the god of the sky, the Tengri god of the sky, funnily enough. We are, on our mother's side, our mother's mother, we are, of course, she's the daughter of Thor. On our father's side, we have Archangel Baguette, and then who's his wife? Who's our patrilineal grandmother? Helene. Some random woman. Fantastic. Good stuff. Well, hey, that's weird. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. This character's going to be ridiculously powerful when he turns of age. He did get cruel. Haughty did become cruel, so that's not a great start. He is. He absolutely is the leader of the Knights Templar, which I think is kind of appropriate, seeing as our first character of this series, Extremely was, of course, part of the Knights Templar. Actually became the Grandmaster, well, I didn't become the Grandmaster because it's for AI only, but we did become a very high-ranking member of the Knights Templar. They gave us the means to obviously found this whole empire. So that's kind of thematic that it's sort of come full circle there with Archangel Baguette. Let's check out all the Knights and sort of see who's in charge. So we got this dude here, Jifu Kong, which I don't think, oh my god, he's a relative of ours as well. This is our great-grandfather, so he's like a second, third cousin, something like that. Very distant relative, but still a relative nonetheless. We have the Knights Templar, which of course we know is Archangel. Let me get there. The Knights of Santiago is Brandamina's grandson. Do we control, does the Deus Vult household in some manner control every one of these holy orders? No. Hotmeister Addon, the zealot of the, which holy order was that again? The Teutonic Order, right? So we don't have the Teutonic Order, but I think we have absolutely everything else. In the Orders of Calatrava, we don't have either. It's in charge of an angel. What about, let's check their history out here and sort of see, did we ever control this one? I don't believe we did by the looks of it. Oh, no, we did. No, our kinsman, some distant kinsman, that's Brandamina's brother, as I recall, his son was in charge. So at some stage, the Deus Vult dynasty has had its hands in all the Holy Order puddings. I actually had no idea that was a thing that was attached to your dynasty name, so if you ever fight in a crusade, you get a permanent piety gain to your entire household. So I assume even if we go to, like, well, obviously not bastard members of the dynasty, I guess just random characters within our dynasty will also get that. Yeah, very cool. Crusader recipient +1 there. Nice. Okay, that's really interesting. So what about heretics? Is that the same thing? So if someone in our dynasty, God forbid, converted to Norse, would they also get that crusade bonus? I guess that probably doesn't really work so well. This guy wants 58 gold because, of course, we are the Pope, don't forget. Of course, absolutely. This guy wants to marry my kinsman. No. So this is actually kind of what I was about to get onto. What we need to do is we need to turn 16. We need to join the Benedictine Order. We need to take the theology focus as soon as possible. Get as many angelic traits as possible. Become a full-blown angel. We get that angelic blessing. At that stage, we can go to all of the angel realms that we made, that we released as this kid, like 10 years ago or whatever, whenever his mother was murdered. Then we can go up to every single one of them and get them integrated into the realm permanently, not just as a tributary, but we can straight up subjugate them. So I believe that's right now Croatia, Bavaria, and Sassana, England there, close brackets. Yeah, so that's those 3. Was there not another one? I feel like there was another state that I gave independence to. They might have just been swallowed up by someone else. And of course, Swabia is still sort of the surviving members of Olympus, so we do need to go on a sort of a great holy war, some sort of big old... In fact, could we not do that now? We can holy war these guys. Why am I not holy warring you then? There's no reason not to. Granted, we can set up an angelic kingdom of Swabia instead, but they don't actually have a lot of Swabia, though, do they? He can't hurt you. He's not real. The no-mouth man is not real. He cannot hurt you. You cannot... oh, he's our uncle. Oh, okay, fair enough then. Does he like us? Actually, kind of a lot, yeah. Too many health duchies minus 60. Okay, should probably get rid of that then. Pretender, Blood of Honorius, Blood of Jowie, Blood of Archangel Baguette, Brother, same religion. Oh my god. I didn't even consider the amount of angelic bloodlines we've stacked together as well, because we've been basically trying to marry only angels. What duchies have we picked up? Mallorca, Adrianople. Okay, right. Here you go, my friend. You can have this. You seem more like a trustworthy fella. What do we got? Adrianople. There we go. Thank you for this man, for the no-faced man, for telling me somehow that we are poorly managing this empire. My god, we've got a load of... Did I give this out as vice royalties or something? No, because we've only got kingdom vice royalties. Tell me, we haven't got duchy ones yet. You should get the title, you weird man. You're not unlanded. You're a fucking king. You're the king of most of Greece. I am unlanded. I should get the title. Piss off with that nonsense. I'm trying to give out the last one because we've also got the Tsui of Achechia, of which he says no and he is unlanded, apparently. Sure, and then there's, of course, an empty seat for our own, so I think we'll just hold on for that one for the time being. Shouldn't be much longer, and we should be a fully grown human man. Let's take a look. Also, all the flags are fucked up. I have just noticed that. I don't know why. Are they all... Yeah, they're all completely screwed. It's like they've all shifted over a little bit. We've picked up the Order of the Burning Rose or something like that, I can only assume, which is another one of the Holy Orders. Olympus has become Asgard. We've got Alba has become... Wait, that looks right. Okay, I feel like some have fucked up, some haven't. Oh, it doesn't matter too much. It's not a big deal, is it? Just the flags. I'll try clearing the cache before tomorrow. Thank you. How old were we again? That's what I wanted to check. It's soon. Less than a month. Happy birthday. You're finally able to play the game. Granted, we could have been doing Holy Wars and whatever, but our vassals do an incredibly good job. I was taking a look at Holy War and like the Luciferian Church, but they're already being ripped apart by our boys. So, boom. Oh my god, we actually did it. Look at that. We are now an arcane master. I forgot we were training in magic, and we gain magical heritage. So because we are a wizard, any children we have, regardless whether or not they're angels, demigods, or whatever, those kids will also be capable of learning wizardry, because they will have that magic heritage. I believe it inherits just permanently. The world is full of things that make me angry. That's a great start to becoming an angel. Okay then, so let's flip over to theology. We might want to go for magic focus at some stage as well, to be able to summon more hordes of angels. Then we want to go for, what's Dominican? That's just learning and fertility, right? Yeah, this one's stewardship fertility. Let's go for the Benedictine for the time being then. Great honor conversus, and this guy wants us to marry, or this guy wants to marry our kinsman. Take her. You can have my good friend Shitty Brandamina. Take her. And who are we betrothed to? Janji Deus Vult. Why? Why did I betroth myself to her? Wait, did I even betroth myself to her? She's not very good. I'm going to see if we can find someone better. Sorry, I'm breaking that betrothal, no-face man. What have we got then? Let's see if we can find, like, there's a lot of magical heritage characters kicking around. Like a demigod? Are there any Christian demigods that still exist? No. No, there are not. Well, I'm not going to marry a heathen, so that's clearly not going to happen. Well, not just God. Straight up God. I'm going to assume there are... Oh my god, there are... Oh, no, there are none. They're all the demigods, too. We'll find someone better, but I don't want to just go for anybody completely random, even if we have to wait a while. I feel like this dude deserves a decent wife. Let's, groom an heir. Let's get crowned by the Pope, who will most likely... Wait, hang on. I am the Pope. What the fuck happens then? Only the Pope is fit to crown me. Excellent. Do we write a letter to ourselves asking us to crown ourselves? Oh my god, we can vassalize the Order of Calatrava. Oh, that's cool. We have to be Iberian, though. Oh, shit, okay. Well, that's not particularly useful, is it? What about getting crowned, though? Or does that not work now because we are our own Pope? That would suck, wouldn't it? Organize Karen... Okay, so we've already asked. We've already asked. I guess we'll just wait and see if we respond to our own message. Ah, there we go. Deus Vult Shojang wishes me to crown him the Pope of the Sons of the First Dawn. What do I wish to ask in return? I am the Pope. I want all of the stuff. He wants 350 gold. Did we just give 350 gold to ourselves? Absolutely we did. Think of it as the cost of the cost of coronation. You know, sending the letter, you know, formalizing things. Just because we are the Pope doesn't mean that we don't need to follow protocol, okay? Bureaucracy keeps this round together. It is what it is. Join me. Oh, wait, did we just say no? What happened? I'm crowned before Pope. Oh, no, we're fine. I'm crowned Pope before God. Oh, wow, okay, this has got very weird, huh? Perfect. Let's get, sorry. Just as he is about to complain about the 100th time about the poor locale of my coronation is taking place in, one of the swines trotting around the main building bumps into the Holy Father, slamming in headfirst into the mud. Somebody just slammed us into the mud. How dare they? That's going to give a sex appeal a monthly opinion. God damn it, now we are a shitty Pope. Well, To justify my reasons for organising a secluded ceremony during the war, my vassals were far from pleased. I should have waited until we dealt with these bloody... Piss off. You've just ruined my battlefield coronation. Well, it doesn't matter too much. Crowned by the Pope is the trait that we want. I don't care whether it's on a battlefield or anything else at this stage. There we are. Coronation of Pope Deus Vult Zhaozhong. I kneel before myself in an empty hall of the palace. Despite the humble locale of the small crowd, the very presence of the Vicar of Christ himself is enough to give ceremony meaning and importance beyond measure. The Pope blesses me, and I place the crown upon my own head. And that's not a crown, that's quite clearly a fez. Where did you steal that from? Perfect, okay, there we go. So that gives us all that Christian opinion, which of course we desperately needed there. Thank you. No Face Man wants us to marry my cousin. Matrilineally. Oh, I remember he did offer that, didn't he? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? In hindsight, I wish we'd have waited. Why don't we try and marry him for traits for the first time this entire bloody campaign? Prodigy? Are there any prodigy characters? None at all, huh? Okay, fair enough. What about, like, powerful? We got any of them big old muscle ladies? She's a big old muscle lady. She doesn't have angelic blood, though, so we could be running our bloodline a little thin here. Fuck it, let's do it. There we go. Sorry, declined. We are spoken for in the eyes of the Lord. By which I mean, obviously us. We're the Pope. My God, who the hell is paying this? Palakada and Pope Deus Vult Zhaozhong are getting married. We can collect royal aid duty. Sure, I will take the 2,070 gold or 300 prestige. To be honest, I've got to ask myself, which is more valuable, given that we have 32,000 gold and only 5,000 prestige. Fuck it, I'm taking the prestige. How am I ever going to spend... Oh, wait, we get zealots just for free? Thank you. How am I ever going to spend this much money? We're getting another 451 gold per month anyway, and obviously that's going to, what, retinues? Great work, and we're building, what, 8 different wonders there as well? Unbelievable. Burn the apostate. That seems like a good first thing to do after we're crowned by the Pope. In brackets, ourselves, the shitty Pope. Nomad agitation. All right, so yesterday we had some, what was it? Not Khazars, but, oh, God, look at that. What? Yep, that looks fine. What was it we had? I think the Khazars broke free because I didn't build up... Well, here we go. I found something to spend my money on then, huh? So this guy's probably expending... I'm going to assume he's not fighting the Mongol horde. Speaking of which, how are they looking these days? 28,000 men. Just a billion titles. That's just an absurd amount of shit. 273 vassals. My God. I don't think I've ever seen a Mongol Empire this powerful before, mainly because it was probably led by Tengri itself. But they've got a hell of a lot of land, and they're really, really stable. Normally, you know, after Genghis Khan dies, then it just gets cut down more and more and more until eventually it just splinters because they're not that good anymore. But this is a fairly impressive one. What happens if we press the Buy Indulgence button? I'm going to give it a go. Let's see what this does for us. Come on, then. Buy me some Indulgence. Are we going to send the money to ourselves? Can we then grant ourselves Absolution? More importantly, could we potentially grant ourselves and stop us... Ah, there we go. Shit. Grant Absolution is the only option we have. Wow, that's incredible. Well, cry tears of joy, I'll reply. I love that they've added a lot of these systems in that the player was never intended to see. Glory to God. Do we give ourselves 5,000 gold? No, that just gets slung into the fucking ether. I guess we just chuck that into the ocean as a penance. We could compose a book, and again, it's only going to cost us, what, like 1,000 gold or something like that? So, yeah, let's compose a book. Let's search for a smith every opportunity we can. Let's donate money to the Templars whenever the hell we can. Cast Aura. Because we're a magical wizard, Harry. Okay, let's do that then. Aura of Intimidation gives cast spell, giving us... That sounds terrible. Prove martial skills and siege damage at the cost of diplomacy. Okay, then. I wish I knew what the aura itself actually did besides the negatives there. Improve people's opinion of you at the cost of intrigue. Well, we don't really care about intrigue too much. We're not going to be doing any plotting. Aura of Shadows gives us intrigue at the cost of diplomacy. Cast something else. Majesty, prestige at the cost of piety, valor. Personal combat at the cost of military leadership, or of the people. There's so many. We actually have a huge amount of options, all things considered. Let's go ahead and donate to charity. Let's hold a grand tournament. Let's search for a smith. Let's compose a book, and let's also... oh, that's it. Wait, do we have a horse, or are all our Chinese horses dead again? Blah, 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 blah. We do have 2 Chinese ceremonial horses, but honestly, I'm not too bothered about either of them. Story about my aunt. Wait, we still have the magic books, don't we? Let's get those equipped. I need to sort all of this garbage out as well, because this is a bit of a mess. Right, how many books we got equipped? 3 out of 4. Get that one on as well. So we've got Demon Architecture, Know Thine Enemy and all that. Classic Poetry, Greater Key of Solomon, and the Lesser Key of Solomon about binding demons and whatnot. Sure, I mean, how to build a well, I would argue, is better, because we've got more gold than we could ever possibly need at that stage. To compose a book. Let's write about managing a realm. Ugh. Honor of God? Sure, we'll go for that one, I guess. Now, what don't we have in terms of artifacts at this stage, and what the hell could even make things any better than they already are? We don't have any quality 3 armor. Do we have... What weapon have we got? We don't. We don't have a weapon. We have a trident. We could go for a quality 4 lance or try and get something like that. We could go for jewels. I don't like the jewels, so it doesn't seem very Catholic, but then again, I guess the Pope did turn up with the golden crown. You know what? Let's go for a goldsmith. Why the hell not? We can still be humble, you know? We're trying to humble ourselves by showing how much wealth We have taken from the pagans. That's it. That's the excuse we're going to lose. I only did my duty, converses. Thank you, my friend. All right, we can make titular kingdom of Franconia, and I'm not going to do any of these. We're already way under our vassal limit. The only time that we would ever want to use those is if we aren't under our vassal limit. That says it's still paused. It's not. We are rebuilding that. So I'm going to go ahead and just disable this. Otherwise, I'm going to get 1,000 comments saying, "Excuse me, streamer, why aren't you building up Calliope Fortress?" And I'm going to say, honestly, I don't care. Who are you? Deus Vult. Well, an incredible man. Oh, it's our uncle. Yeah, it's our mother's brother, because he's also a demigod. I must visit the monastery and see my uncle about his flowers that he's grown. He's a very good character. Shame he didn't get that angelic blood, because he'd be well suited to it at this point. What? Perun himself has asked for who is this boy? His cousin? Perun's grandson to marry my daughter? My sister? My sister. Vile, how dare you, disgusting man. Get the fuck out of here. What do you think you're playing at? Hey, excuse me, mighty Christian realm. We don't want any war. We don't want any trouble right now. So, fancy going for it? Absolutely not. How dare you? Okay, we're gonna go pick some flowers rather than do anything useful with this campaign right now. Right, let's deal with retinue. First things first, let's make sure that our army is up to the standards it should be. Especially when we got 27,000 gold. Wait, did we not have 50,000 gold a minute ago? What have I spent that all on? Good lord, maybe I should have taken the gold from that marriage. On the plus side, if we do run out of gold, just divorce and marry someone new. With a pope, we can decide who. Wait, that seems a bit scummy. Is there anything to stop us doing that? Just divorcing people? Because the Pope will always say yes, because, i.e., we are Pope. And then we just marry someone new and get the 3,000 gold? Let's not do that, because that obviously seems not really in the... Don't bother me with details, but I don't care. I don't care about people dying. Send a papal emissary with funds. Okay, cool. We should provide some assistance. That's nice that we can also send money to people, too. I'm really, really surprised by how many little kind of secret systems are in place. So our retinue is, oh my god, it's around half, and we are at 155,000 cap already out of 297,000. What do we want to go for? So we are, of course, we have access to Nubian retinues because we're Han, right? So we've got Nubian retinues, or we could go for the one that gives the archer's defense plus 20%. I'm going to go, how about just entirely cavalry? Just entirely cavalry. We don't have that much gold left. I mean, granted, we're going to get through this 22,000 gold probably very, very quickly. But I love the idea of just having an entire army consisting of nothing but heavy cavalry. I mean, it more or less is over, well, it's over half heavy cavalry at this stage, huh? And then we'll also chuck in a couple of our cultural type retinues there as well. Fantastic. That's exactly what we needed to usher in this new era. So then, well, let's start with the subjugation. So we've got Croatia. Oh, Croatia have also expanded. That's very kind of them. We go for Croatia first. We also want to go for Bavaria at some stage as well. In fact, oh, shit. Wait, oh no, that's looking at the wrong guy. There we go, okay, fine. Actually, I should have gone for Croatia much before now, because of course they are a merchant republic, which means if this guy gets replaced, the next guy is not going to be an angel. Which means we need to do it now, or literally never. Right, so is this a retinue? And these guys are reinforcing out of 16,000, absolutely fine. Let's get on these armies, and let's go and crush you guys. Do you want to, can we just maybe offer them vassalization? You want to join me? Of course they don't, because you're fucking cowards. Oh, we're not an angel still. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're going to have to do so much more penance first. I'm going to just do this whenever we're off of cooldown, and that's requesting that super, super powerful Chinese source, because I feel like what else would take this campaign to ridiculous heights other than doing that? What did we get? Sorry, bear with me a second, event. Oh, we got a Chinese warhorse. Fantastic. So those are already incredibly good, as you can see there. Gives a whole bunch of bonuses. Means we can get a levy size back up. Means we can get our movement bonuses back up. Not that we really need that one too much, but there we go. Look at that. Lovely. What's this? We have the event called Love of a Mother. You're visiting your mother's grave when suddenly a clap of lightning strikes your cheeks barely an arm's length away. You look up and another bolt strikes down to your right. The clouds themselves seem to shift and contort, and a shape begins to take form. It looks like... Mother?
Yes, it is I, son,
says the mother-shaped cloud far above.
I have been watching your progress. You have done well, my son.
Mother, why? How were killed? How were killed? None of us have any answers for what happened.
All will be clear, my child.
Another bolt of lightning strikes you squarely in the chest. Deus Vult, Zhao Zhang, Deus the man, the Pope that we're playing as, gains wounded, gains severely injured, gains infirm, gains maimed. You randomly die from your injuries as is tradition. Oh no, we're fucking dead. We're fucking dead, boys. Love of a mother. Welcome,
my child. This is heaven, or as you would call it on earth.
As you would... Line.
Welcome, my child. This is heaven, as you would call it on earth.
You can't make out any details. Your vision is blurred, but you can hear your mother's voice.
I don't remember telling you the story, but did you know of my grandfather? He was the Pagan God of Thunder, and his power still runs in our veins. When you were born, I had a terrible vision of things to come, yet you were not born with the same power as I. I died to that bounty hunter willingly, to pass on my power to you. It definitely wasn't a random event that once again failed in our favor despite the fact that we dwarfed his personal combat stat. Return to them, my son. Remember who you are.
You awaken in bed. Scarred, but alive. Or scared, but alive. That works fine as well. Gains a trait... Demigod, just like the character we were playing as yesterday before they were unfortunately killed by a random event that was nothing to do with the story or the campaign, was in fact added by one of the minor society rewards we've got going on. Wow, gain the trait horrifically scarred as well. There is of course a price to pay, and we are the reincarnation of Pope Deus Vult Zhaozhong. That's right, we're the reincarnation of ourself. Your fingers crackle with lightning. Maybe you're just half asleep. For a man who's supposedly horribly scarred, I'm going to be honest with you, we don't look horribly scarred. We clearly have the trait, though, so that's fine. This character has seen his fair share of fights, or, I mean, fighting lightning. It's fighting the weather, as is tradition for this weird little dynasty. We are severely injured, infirm, and maimed. However, I have a feeling that if Mythos is... Oh, shit. Okay. What is this? There are rumors that one of the rulers of Christendom is employing a heathen in their court. This is not acceptable to the church, and earthly law will surely be damned unless we intervene. This is cool. There are so many hidden Pope events. Demand adherence to the throne of St. Peter. This man will hear the papal emissary. Ah, excellent. Though the illness tried to overtake me, it is no match for the divine power that courses through my veins. We are no longer infirm. And we now have regalia worthy of a Pope. Can cover up our horrific scars. It can draw a little bit of attention away from that, huh? What do we have? Let's take a look. What do we get out of that? We've got ourselves the Sword of Heroes, the Emerald Scepter, and the Crown of Majesty. It's a very, very minor thing, but I'm struggling to work out what we're going to spend all this fucking fortune on at this stage. Nice work. Let's hold a feast in celebration. Oh, we go on a pilgrimage. Damn it, I should have gone on that first. This is a day that has caused the cries of joy to rise up from the pits of hell. An emissary from... My god, this is over the top. An emissary from the Prince Bishop Senji of Tel Bashir is stating he refuses to follow our demands. My god, why have you forsaken me? That's what there's legitimately the event the AI Pope gets. The way it works is the AI obviously don't get a pop-up on the screen or anything like that, because that would be fucking impossible, because that's not how this works, okay? But basically, this is, you know, all the hidden features that you don't normally see. My god, why have you forsaken me? Why would they have even written half of this? Why would they have written that down? Well, I opened the door and I saw no one, but as I stepped aside to close it, a group of acrobats cartwheeled, somersaulted, and tumbled in. You'll be perfect for my feast. This is going to take a while to get through this event, isn't it? Fucking hell. I could use more good men. This guy wants Sanctus Day. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, okay. I can't give out land to anyone who asks. Hey, excuse me. Sorry, Pope. Sorry, we've never met before. Can I have part of your capital? Can I have literally half of your land? Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Don't. Fine. I don't like you either. So now we've got to respond to every single bloody vassal in the realm about whether or not they want to come to our feast. Hey, either through the blood of the blessings of the Lord or your angelic blood, you have been cured of your ailment. Ave Maria. We have lose the trait wounded. We have lose the trait wounded. Okay. Wounded, maimed, mangled, severely injured, injured and incapable, and infirm, and injured and wounded, by the way. Perfect. Our divine God healed us of our infirm nature. Our divine blood cured our mind, and our angelic blood cured our body, cleansed our body of breakages and injury laws for you. Okay, so what do we do now then? Now I guess we're fit to go to war. We still don't have the bloody angel trait though. Send me on a penance, my man. Okay, we're going on a pilgrimage as soon as this feast is over, but until we've done that, I feel like we're probably just going to lose Croatia by the fact that we're not an angel. Donate to charity, go on a pilgrimage, and then we are off. It's a real shame you can't do that thing where because when you fired the event, it never actually grayed out this button, so you were still able to just fire the pilgrimage over and over and over and over and over and go on like 15 pilgrimages at the same time. That would have made us super holy. Do you want to go to the west? Should we go to our own domain and not have to leave anywhere? Do you want to go to... Oh, wait, all of this is in our domain. Saintly Burial Site. I think we go to the tomb of Saint... What is it? Saint Augustus or something like that, which is in Africa. Saint Balderic in Pitten. Saint Ludolf in Neuchatel. St. Patrick of Ireland. Fuck it, let's go there. I mean, there's no point going on a pilgrimage, right, if it's only to our back garden. That doesn't really seem to be overcoming adversity or anything like that if we're just going to step outside. Ah, cool. Friendly company, that sounds like a nice change of pace. Or a proper pilgrim travels alone. We gain one marshal, but there's 50% chance of losing Gregarious. I'll take it. That's a big old risk that I would never take normally, but you know what? We need ourselves a battle pope right now. They're the only one capable of stopping this ridiculous amount of... We're still, but bearing in mind, beset on every side by pagans. They're rooted in our domain at this stage, which is, of course, the biggest pain in the ass going on right now. I wonder what awaits me in Rathkelter. My uncle, this fella, go with my blessing, whatever, he's going to go and become another knight. That's incredible. God is testing my strength. God is testing my speed. Do you want to be Sanic fast? Or, oh, do you want to fight a bear or run away from a bear? There is a huge furry creature just down the road. Is it a fucking werewolf, perchance? God is testing my strength. Absolutely. We gained brave. That's great. That's fantastic. This is actually, I thought we were going to lose a little bit of martial doing this one after that last event, but no, we're actually looking pretty goddamn good. 37. I'll take that. I wonder what the grave will look like. It's an island, so it's probably... Well, that was boring. We are home, and we are no closer still to becoming a goddamn angel. So we've got, what have we got? We've got Temperate Diligent, we've got Wrath, and we've got Cruel. Oh. I think it's 3, right? That's me saying as if I didn't make the fucking... I think it's 3 virtues to become an angel, but I don't remember. 3 to 5. Well, I mean, obviously 3 to 6, and then after that you become an archangel. Yeah, I think we just need to wait until we get to the next level so that we can start... Oh, shit. Wait, the Yuan Empire lost against Maharaja, Vigra Hastamba. Okay, how the hell did they lose against that, though? How many... I mean, they haven't got a particularly large kingdom, I will admit. What the fuck, China? Are they not under Tengri anymore? I mean, they are. But that's weird. I'll take it. It's not what we want, but that event, every time it fires, obviously gives us a higher chance of getting more virtues, or at least losing a bad trait. So if we had Arbitrary, for example, it'd get rid of that one, but hopefully it'll get rid of Wrath, which will work a little bit in our favour there. There are ways to flip vices straight to virtues and vice versa. So, wow, that was a weird sentence. So we could try and focus on just basically not only getting rid of Wrath, but obviously turning it into Patient as well. I think we just gotta truck along with this order. How close are we to... Hey, just put me in, Chief. Maybe converse us. Exactly. Demand an audience with the Throne of St. Peter. How the hell is this guy ahead of us in the Benedictine order? I'm the friggin' Pope. This is somewhat tempting, but as we've just seen, China are not particularly powerful, so we can... Sorry, the Lycan Empire. Oh, not another one. Where is this dude? So we've got a Lycan Empire kicking around. Is this it? It certainly looks like it's the color of the Lycan. Yeah, it is. Well, there's another Lycan Empire kicking around. So basically, it's a dynamic title that if a Lycan ruler has enough land, he can form himself the Lycan Empire. We've seen a couple of these. I believe we saw one in Persia. It was like, might have been Persia or Arabia. I don't remember in hindsight. But this is the second one we've seen. It doesn't really do a huge amount besides set up that fucking horrendous government type where you have to fight off opponents basically every 5 minutes. It's not fantastic. But what I was thinking is we could send China after maybe either Mongolia or Russia. I'm kind of thinking the Mongol Empire based on the fact that they are... Oh, we can't because it's the same bloody dynasty. I guess we could send them after Russia then, seeing as Russia we haven't ever really fucked with. Russia are just are someone that's always had a border with someone else that's preventing us going to war with them. Kemet, we've already kicked up the arse. I mean, obviously, Elba, we've kicked up the arse as well, and Olympus is basically gone at this stage. Asgard, we took his capital. Yeah, you know what? We've got to spend this money on something now. So let's send these guys after Russia, and let's have a Chinese-Russia war and see how it do. We can even help them out, but... I mean, saying that, I was going to say, what's the point? But, I mean, the point is it would shatter all of this pagan realm, and that's the whole point of this series, huh? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and help China shatter some pagans. Fuck it. We want to summon an ethereal army. My god, we don't even need to be a summoner now. Oh, that's fantastic. I guess because we are an arcane master, we already have a little bit of inherent knowledge over summoning and casting auras and whatever else. Oh, I summoned them some troops. Damn it, you're so incompetent, man. All right, let's get this cavalry retinue over to the capital there. We've got enough boats from our own domain now. Oh, you know what I meant to? I meant to revert those cities, didn't I? I'm just going to do it. I think it's going to give us negative vassal opinion, but what is it? Minus 15. Oh no, who cares? We've got so many bloodlines that I'm sure that won't really put a dent in things too much. And if it does, you know what? We're up in the difficulty. Not a problem. Holy Christ, did that give us a lot more troops. They gave us like 16,000 more troops for revoking 2 cities. What? I guess because the amount of just... Oh, they have built them up quite significantly, but I guess the amount of provincial bonuses we've got. My god, so from our own domain, we can field an army of like 40,000 men. Bear in mind, not just from our domain. That doesn't make it sound very impressive. This is from one island, or one series of islands. From Mallorca. From the Duchy of Mallorca, from 2 islands, we have managed to field an army of 36,000 men. Granted, half of that is retinue, but it's still very impressive nonetheless. Okay, we need some more boats then, because I didn't take into account this gigantic army we've got going on right now. I'm going to look for like nearby duchies and things to just quickly snatch some boats up from them, rather than raising the whole thing in. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. You guys have got it down. There we go. Right, we're going to head over to Russia. Now, what's the best way to get there? I guess we'll go through... I guess we'll go through the Byzantine Empire and head up through that direction. Why can't you lead troops? Why can't you lead troops? Is it because you're the Pope? Can we not lead troops if we're the Pope? Oh. Well, that adds to a layer of difficulty I never actually considered before. We could always give it away. Anyone for a Pope Archangel Le Baguette? Shit. Wait, so... Oh. Wait, still Pilgrim. No. We were back. We're home. I honestly have no idea. We're not already leading troops somewhere, are we? No, we are just at home. Yeah, we actually physically can't lead troops. That's a bloody pain in the ass. Okay, never mind. It's not a big deal, despite the fact that I've been trying to buff up our marshal quite heavily, obviously. We're going to head through here. We're going to go through Crimea and obviously just head up to their capital from there. Should be able to crush them. Nice. As I completed the spell, a trumpet sounded and a group of angelic-looking soldiers clad in white came in from over the horizon. They arrive in our capital. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you. And now we've got a bloody Guyanesian peasant revolt? What the hell is that? Northern France. Okay, sure. Well, we haven't raised any troops in sort of anywhere else besides our own capital there, so this should be fairly easy to deal with, I think. Yeah, we'll get Archangel Baguette and his friends to go and deal with it. Thank you, Mike. Oh, it's already dealt with. I don't even know why I'm bothering there. Sorry. Thank you. Stand down. Sorry, that was a drill. That was a test to see if you guys were listening, and absolutely you are. God will know of your help. Thank you. Military strategy. I don't know why the fuck I'm bothering with military anymore if we can't even lead our goddamn troops in the first place. Where's the capital these days? Kiev. Right. Nice. Okay, this shouldn't take too long to wipe him out. Let's make sure that Brother Baguette is leading troops. So he was actually on the council overseeing. He's got 67 marshal, my man. What are you doing? Holy shit, he's done it again. I don't know how. There must be some way that I've just not picked up on that the AI smarter than me and has worked out how to do. But a way to just stack more and more and more leadership traits. I mean, he's got Siege Authority, Holy Warrior, Fervent Leader, Ardent Defender, Fanatical Leader. He's got Aggressive Leader basically times 2 there. Wow, that's unbelievable. So his Marshal now, I mean, what's his damage? Let's find out. Damage against religious enemies, 804%. Yesterday he was at, what, 670%? This guy is so out of control. He could easily defeat an army of pagans, what, 10 times his size? My god. My wife, she's Brigananant. My uncouth wife is Brigananant. My wife, you will have the finest food, whatever the Pope can provide to you, you will have it. Lustful or chaste. Oh god, this is the world's biggest. Boom. Oh, help me, Kenbone, please. Help me resist. Well, no, wait, he's the last guy that I want to be asking about that. Nothing. Temperate, diligent. Fuck's sake. Okay, right. Brother Baguette, the reason I put him on the center, the reason I so desperately wanted him is so that we could catch these guys, because he does have a lot of movement bonuses, right? Or maybe he doesn't in hindsight. Maybe he is just a damage dealer. Let's take a look. Movement. Pursuit. Nope. Movement. Nothing. Can't see anything. Alright, maybe I made a poor choice here. We've got any organizers. Any organizers want to take the front lines? Rat Leader, Holy Warrior. Yes, we do. Okay. Sigurd, welcome, my friend. Sigurd Baguette, doesn't matter what we put, what part of the army we put on. We can put him right the fucking back and he'd still annihilate everyone. Antoine, welcome aboard, my friend. Right, now we should just be able to, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Some serious acceleration there. We're going Sanic speed. Well, we've got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him. Watch this man. Annihilate them all, Brother Baguette. Too powerful. That's not even my doing. That's just an incompatibility. I don't know why the Orders of Chivalry is allowing the AI to gain so many of those traits. I need to try and track it down, because otherwise he's just going to be unstoppable. He's going to make every war just infinitely easy. 100% war score, and with that, Russia is gone. Oh, China have to call for peace. What the fuck is my war, China? I just put the levies down because we've got so much levy reinforcement rate as well at this point. What on earth is the point of running them all the way home and actually spending the money on the upkeep, huh? My Chinese warhorse has taken a liking. Oh, to my ceremonial horse. The 2 horses producing offspring. Wow. I wonder what its IV's values are. Stop. No, stop. The war is over. The war is over, you bloodthirsty animals. Boom. There we go. My god, what have I done? After news from China, they did nothing. News from me. News from the Pope. After the defeat of Veliki Volov Vesvolod at the hands of the protected General Bogan, the Russia have been dismantled. Okay. The vassals are relieved as they are now free from the grasp of this man. Further in the east, it's reported that this man, emperor of this thing somewhere, is pleased at the outcome as once again Yuan has displayed the might of the dragon. Perfect. Wow, what a complete state. What have I done? I've just basically given the Mongol Empire Russia on a plate, haven't I? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord above. I guess we'll worry about that later. I mean, I feel like I should move in and maybe stop them now, huh? How many troops they got? Fuck off a second. How many troops have they got? 28,000, but I have no idea how nomads work. What's this 103? Population? How are they keeping track of that many people? I'm not convinced that the bureaucracy of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century was well enough to know down to every last bloody man. What does this mean? Kangai? What does that mean? I have no clue. I've no clue. Can we beat them? I mean, he is led by a god. You've got to remember, he gets 120% bonus to his levy size. And from what I've been told, from what I've read, and from what I've seen, the nomadic hordes are already ridiculously strong in terms of the amount of troops that they can field, in terms of their troop type as well, because it's what can be like horse archers, I would assume. Shit. My lord, begins a note from our chief minister, that fella. The writing of your manuscript has come to a halt. Funding is not an issue, and it never freaking will be, my man. Oh, lord. Oh, right. Okay. So, you might remember how I said Russia is the only place that we haven't ever attacked. Turns out, I might have made a mistake here. Sensing the unstemmable growth of Christian power once again, a great council has been called, culminating in the gathering of the remaining pagan gods and demigods. The Pagan Ground Council resulted in an unprecedented show of desperation inspired by the unwillingness to once again teeter on the brink of extinction. The great pagan gods have agreed to pool their remaining power in a ritual of unrivaled magnitude in an attempt to unify the people in the power of a single deity. What could these heretics ever hope to accomplish? My god, what have I done? What with my fair hands hath I wrought? The forgotten gods. Following the Pagan Ground Council, the ritual of the gods, a newly returned deity claims divinity and rulership over the remaining pantheons and states. Almost all of the vassals and liege lords of the previous gods have prostrated themselves before this deity, who is said to wield unrivaled power. Debatable. Have you seen Brother Labagette's fucking traits coming up there? Deus Fighter, true god of the skies and patriarch of all pagans, has called the unity in defense of the Christian world, in defiance of the Christian world, both really, and has demanded all able-bodied pagans take up arms against the warriors of their crucified god. The gods are unified into a single being, their realms unify under their new god. Christian rulers with enough influence can attempt to unify the Christian world under a single doctrine. Oh no. How much land did they grab? Okay. Actually not too bad. Maybe shafts from Russia wasn't such a bad plan. Wow. Eurus. Where is he landed though? Hey, where's your capital? Oh shit. Oh my god, he spawned in powerful. Fucking hell. Deus Fighter. The old school pan-proto-Indo-European god himself. Forebearer of nearly every pagan faith in Europe and some neighbouring areas, though the mythology has little documentation, many of its belief has continued through other religions such as the Underworld, the World Tree, Evil Serpent, Sky Gods. The Proto-European pantheon is led by the deity Deus Fighter, who later became known as Zeus, Tyr, Jupiter, Devious, Dagda, and Deva, as in like Deva Path, the Buddhist thing, I'm going to assume, and whose name lends itself to the Latin word for the Christian god, Deus. Shit. Well, this could be a problem, because he's got fucking 70 martial. Oh, no. Oh, shit, because he's spawning with powerful. Powerful, prodigy, brawny, attractive, shrewd, I would, shrewd, god, zealous, erudite, patient, and diligent, and proud, too. Wow. Look at that shit right there. Got a daughter, by the way, as well. Hang on, right, let's clear that daughter out. Please keep the game. Pause, keep it paused. Keep it paused. Oh, my god, what is this as well? There is unrest in the Adriatic galleys. The peasants are up in arms over the possibility that the Jews caused the recent epidemic there. Only followers of Lucifer could believe that. The Jews did it, God has told me. I'm going to say followers of Lucifer could believe that. We don't need any more unrest. Oh, shit, they had a lot of land I didn't take into account. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the end game now. The final showdown between the glorious Christian Chad, Christian Chinese Imperial Wizard Demigod Chad, Pope Xiao Zhong Deus Vult the Wizard, child of Labaget, child of, I mean Helene, but we won't mention her, child of Tengri, child of Thor, child of Extremely, and Brandamina, and everything has culminated in this fella here. And you know what? He's actually surprisingly disappointing. He's actually a little bit shitty, I will admit, so we've got to work it out for us a little bit. What the fuck is this? What are you? What are you? Maximus? What the fuck's Maximus? Oh, shit. Right, okay, so the Hellenic Church they actually managed to kick around. Impressive. Okay, what the fuck do we do then? And what do his vassals think of him? Oh, that's fine. All Father, plus 300. Nice. Okay, fine. He also got himself a nice bloodline there as well. His character carries the blood of Deus, the father of the pagans who spawned Zeus, Odin, Perun, Lu, and all the other Europeans. Sure. And then what does his culture do? Sorry, culture. Nothing. All right, we're good then. All I've got to do is try and beat the final boss. No pressure. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow we have a very simple goal, and that is unify the Christian world to help bolster your mighty Pope, your mighty Chinese Pope, against the false pagan realms who grabbed actually way more land than I thought they would. But hey, there was a little bit of random chance to it. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be quite that strong. They got very lucky. Let's give a thank you to the luckiest people of all. That's right, the patrons. Why are they lucky, you ask? Because thank you to Alpha Scuff, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Baniel, Sodini, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Gogolas, Ghost of Protocol, Harik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kenan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Natbuskus911, Nathan Flores, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Stannis the Manis, Shrek Sinclair, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Backus Backus, William Green, and Zazie7011. Thank you for your support in the Santiago on Patreon. Just noticed that my end card is still super out of date. I did update it, but then obviously, you know, the whole new PC thing that I still am working on a video for, that has fucked it. So I'm literally gonna write it down right now. Make, sorry, I just deleted someone's name. Excuse me. No, I don't want to delete that name. Make new Patreon outro card. In the meantime, let's also give a thanks to Astro, Adam Person, NW, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Atmos Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunholly217, easy to pronounce name, Emerald Beam, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gompo, Grey, Haji Damar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Icy the Grey, Irish, Israel, Isaac S. Burrows, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, Jason Sushu, Jose, You're Under Freeze, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Laurent Philippe, Roy Lemaire, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, I move away from the microphone to breathe in, Noah Gallimore, Pantamu, Panther Pearl, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Dennisal, Roshan Gar, Billionaire, Smirtworm, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, Talar the Bloody Knight, Valonkery, Varagon, Voodoo Mumbo, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yorkus, and CK2. Thank you, everybody. I shall see you all tomorrow for a fresh dose of some other shit that I've concocted. Goodbye, everyone. See you then. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I'm waving at the microphone. Goodbye. Can you hear my waving? Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Deep in your bones?